Welcome to episode 21 of this Let's Play series, playing Distant Worlds, or Distant Worlds 2. And we actually have a bit of a problem here. We've got well, by the way, my name is DasTeekan, and welcome to the channel. Hope you've been enjoying the series so far. It's been pretty interesting. One thing I hope that they do change is that you can't, as easily as what we did there, just sort of destroy a home planet and have no real repercussions. I think that they do need to have like a war system kick in to sort of stop that from actually being exploited, which of course I have been doing and am going to continue to do because at the moment it's in the game. So I will do it. I will keep on doing it. So we're going to be destroying this planet next. Now, they don't have that many troops on the ground, really, when you look at it. They're certainly more powerful than ours. Yeah, we'll have to look at that as well. But the big thing is the money. Now, we've got negative 68,000 cash, and we have a cash flow of negative 17,000. Now, the negative 17,000 is not something I really worry too much about. At the end of the day, if we have a look at the actual amounts, you can sort of see there our cash on hand is bad. I do want that one fixed. We have our annual income. Now, we've got, if you sort of look at the previous, I mean, or even projected, 32,000 is what it's projecting coming in. And it's projecting 50,000 going back out. And you can see there the big expenses have been shipbuilding. So for some reason we managed to, and I don't know what we spent this on. Anyway, that has been spent in the previous and the current years as well. We've actually sort of allocated a lot of money into shipbuilding. That's really where the money is draining. If we don't do anything, we end up with negative 17,000, which is what we're seeing over through here, the cash flow back and through that side. Now, all we need to do is make sure that the bonus income ultimately is higher than this number here, which it is. And so you can see there, actually, even with the previous year, the bonus income was 109,000. Now, they did have a big shipbuilding year there, like in that particular year. We're halfway through the year here as well, so we can expect that to be about 60,000. So it'll take a few years to knock this one out again and sort of bring it back into the black. Yeah, everything else is actually looking okay. So the private sector, we won't really worry too much about what they're doing. That's all fairly healthy. Their cash flow is positive at plus 88,000. So they can keep on supporting whatever we want to be doing in through here. I love that the mining stations are now privately built. Like, I think that's really such a great addition. So yes, that's bad, but I don't know what we bought to get all that. I've got no idea actually, but I'm just going to let that one slide for now. So let's go in and watch this. Watch the invasion happen, or not the invasion, but the bombardment. And we'll just keep on doing it. Now I'm assuming that the Boscarans are just going to be really struggling now to actually be able to support their fleets. So I'm guessing that they'll be scuttling a lot of their ships fairly soon. So I don't think we'll get much of a whimper out of them from this point forward. So here comes the 8 ships, 5, 6. Sorry, just had a phone call and I left the ships in to bombard before I sort of was ready. Not that it matters much, really, in the grand scheme of things. Here we go. We've just taken out the administration centre. We should sort of find that these will start to take damage as the bombs go in. Here they go. And we've still got about 2 billion population here. God, we're nasty, aren't we? We are a nasty group of space rats. Now, nothing has come in just yet. We'll just wait there with the 7th as well. Now, what I'm going to do is, so I've got the big transport that we actually had has now come across. Oh, don't crash. Okay, nope. Oh, it has crashed. All right, I've just loaded the game back up again. These guys are still coming back in to invade that planet, and in the meantime, we have another one of our troop transports was heading over here. Please don't crash this time. Yep, that's good. I think that's good. Now, where is that troop transport? We've got troops on the ground here, which I'm going to pick up with this particular fleet. This is going to be our invasion fleet, so let's just ungarrison these. All of these. It's not the strongest fleet. We'll just go back to where the 3rd and just go and tell them to load troops. Now there is, this one here is coming in to offload even more troops, and so I think what we might do is actually add this one to the group. It was going to unload these planetary defense units. I think I'll still keep them on board. This is one of the super transports we sort of picked up before. So let's go and join that one to the 3rd invasion fleet. That way we're just going to end up with, well, once all of these are done, so we'll just move that one across to there. So we're now bombarding that particular planet, which is fine. Now the defense groups that they actually have, what I might do is just move it in, and can we drop that one? Would like to drop that on the planet. Let's bring it in nice and close. Oh, that one's actually now dropped everything. So in that case, what we'll now do is we'll just go and set these up as garrisons. And garrison a couple of those, and just pick up the rest. So the 3rd, load troops. So they'll then get picked up. And that will be quite a sizable force, actually. This one we should be able to then start to take over the planets. Now we're still going backwards here, but this is correcting itself a little bit, which is not too bad. And one more to go. Can just tell it to go out. Okay, that's done. Now, I really want to get these planetary defense units somewhere else. So what I might do is I might just ungarrison those for now. And I'm going to go back to my ships because I do actually have some of the troop transports that are on manual and not doing anything. So I'm just going to go and set these to fully automatic troop transport there. And I'll do the same here. That way they'll just shuffle forces around the empire. Okay, that's done. So the 3rd has now got not a great number of strength in through here, but we'll just get it ready for the invasion. Now the first one we want to take over is this one over here. So Shayom-He. I wouldn't mind getting the other one over this side, but we can do that afterwards. So let's just go and set up in around here. In fact, what we'll do is we'll take out... I'll just go to a planet or an area that doesn't actually have anything in it, like this here. Just move to that one there. So they'll move across, and in the meantime, we'll just sort of see how this invasion is going, or this bombardment. So now we're reducing the population fairly quickly. There we go, getting mortal and languages and things. Yeah, I wish this was more aggressive. Like, you know, there's hardly any repercussions for actually wiping out such big populations. There should be massive repercussions, and it should last an awfully long time. Like, you know, just so that if you do it, you're doing it, and it's going to wreck your game. Whereas this, or not wreck your game, but people aren't going to trust you for an awfully long time. But I'm going to get all this back. It may just be. Now, actually, what was that? Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, that was went over somewhere else. That's fine. Anyway, just saw a little thing pop up and thought we'd been boarded, but we haven't. So they're all just plugging away at the back there. Yep, so we're under 800 or under 900 million. Just let that one occur until that one disappears. and I will come and bombard this planet as well, just to get rid of some of the troops that are here. We don't know how many there are. Now we can always come back for this if required. Oh, this is the Boscara Hive, not the Boscara Empire. We're dealing with the Boscara Empire, so I thought, oh, they've gone and done an invasion. Let's have a look at this. So this is the Calabra world. Now, what resources does it have? Doation T, which is not great. So not a massive one. Now, that is way over here. So they've got their own problems back in that region of space. Nowhere near where we actually are. We've really compressed in the enemy now. Once we take this location, destroy this, we're going to have essentially most of this now under our control, or very, very quickly it'll be under our control, which would be great. Okay, we'll just continue on. Here they come. Now that's just a destroy, but not part of any actual fleet. I'm thinking we're going to find little ragged bands now of ships. They may all come in again. Yeah, we're down to 300 million. I think we're better off not having any Boscarans in here at all. Traders coming into the planet. We haven't actually blocked the planet off at all. Now, how is our other group going? They're still on their way, so we don't have to rush across just yet. We can do our job here. Now there's one thing I do need to fix up. Did I get rid of the group that was over in here? Is that still the first? Yeah, it's the first destroyers. Yeah, we're in control of all of this. Good. So we did get rid of them. Okay. Allow this to continue on. Down to just a handful of troops now, or a handful of bugs on the surface. It's interesting. There's not much left there. Well, there's not much left there, so I'm just going to grab the 7th. I don't think we're going to see anything else that we have to concern ourselves with over this side. And we will come across now and take out this one. And get ready for the actual invasion. Now we are going to have to bombard the planet, unfortunately, which is something I don't really want to be doing with this one, but we do need to do it. 15 million. It's almost done. Okay, so Corellia 1 is depopulated. It's just a volcanic planet now. Okay, so we'll just pause that for a second. We'll now move the 8th over to the Shayam-He system. And I will get them to bombard this. I'm sure we're going to need it. If not, we can always stop it in time. And so this will be an important sort of outer-lying area, but we are going to need to get rid of a lot of the troops. We don't have the strength to really take on this sort of troop. Now, these are fairly weak. The Aatuks are about the same as what we are, but they do have a couple of these Boscaran hives, plus they're going to have, like, they've got a defensive strength of 1290, which is more than what we actually have. Yeah, see how the money is slowly coming back up? We are getting there. Ooh. Now we've got fleets that have come in. Small escort. I won't even worry about it. We'll just get them on the way through. Okay. So they're going off to do other things. You've got some bugs in here. So they'll deal with them. Now the 3rd is where? On its way. It's not too far away now. So we'll wait for the 8th to come in and start bombardment. We do want to get rid of... We have to get rid of a fair bit of stuff from here, actually. Dismiss that. Yeah, so the money is slowly coming better and better. Dismiss and that one there as well. So we need to get rid of the ground forces before we send in our weak troops. But I've got to be careful. I don't want to be destroying the habitat all that much because we do want to take this planet. We want this to be part of our empire. And then we need to go and take the system with the Caribbean spice. So Isaf Sakdul has become the leader. Now I don't know where he's located. There's an ambassador there. Oh, that's the leader. So they've appointed an Aatuk as their actual leader. All right. Well, this is now their new capital, and we will have this one fairly soon. In fact, if we zoom out, does it have the? Yeah, it does have the star. There we are. So we get the 3rd, and just tell it to blockade Shayam-He until we get rid of the troops. Yeah, see, our reputation should be really, really negative. I hope that they change that. You know, like it's because it's an exploit what I'm doing here. But I will do it. I'll keep on doing it. I'll probably have to give myself some house rules at some point. There we go. We're now destroying the troops. Just need these troops destroyed. Now that's the defensive strength of just the troops, but we've still got the native populations. Okay, so we've now destroyed the leader as well. So we'll sort of see that the Boscara Empire leader was killed at Shayam-He 2. Now that's... So the Arbor Guilds have invaded and taken over the volcanic colony of Ijasalt. Now they went back and they recolonized back at their old homeworld. This colony was previously part of the Boscara Empire, so our ally is now in control of their old homeworld, and we're going after their new homeworld. So the poor Boscarans, they've really suffered greatly at the hands of the Teekans from both groups of Teekans. Now, the old Teekan Empire. So I'm just going to keep that pause for 1 second. So what they've done is they've actually now come through. The Boscarans did resettle here. So they resettled, and at that point, our troops, well, our ally has now taken this one over. And so there is actually combat on the ground. They're rising up, but they've gone in with enough troops to ensure that they keep it. So they've got a Boscaran population, and but it's only literally only just been settled. So this world is probably still actually struggling. Yeah, it's still 5% damage from when we nuked it. So it's certainly in a bad way. Now they're not going to have the troops to take out these other systems, but we will once we get these. We do need to get positive though, and this will actually send our money going backwards a little bit for a little while. So we'll bring these in. We've got the 7th. Just get it to keep on coming in and destroying all the little bits and pieces. Now we've got. I think what we'll do is with this particular group, with the 8th, I'm going to now give it new orders to blockade. So that way they're going to stay there, and then we've got these groups like the 3rd, which is coming in now. Is also coming into blockade. Now, once they get close enough, we'll then give it an order to destroy. Now, have we? No, we don't have enough there. So the 7th. Where's the 7th? They're coming back in. That's all right. There they go. So these are the invasion forces. There's not much on the ground there. Yeah, defense strength of 41, but that will be more than that. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, that's good. And we do now have multi-role starships. I'll let them just get what they're getting. Okay, we certainly are super powerful now. Okay, the 3rd. I think it's time for invasion. So we'll just attack, show 'em he. Now we have space control. Okay, we found an independent colony of Boscara in the Durian system. Where is that? Actually, I wish I would show you on the map where they actually are. It's one of these. These could revolt. No, they haven't. Oops, hang on, just pause this for a second. I don't know where the Duran system actually is. No idea. Oh, I don't know where they are. Okay, well, we'll continue on. Just watch as this invasion goes in. So you see there that we've got 3-to-1 odds essentially, which is what we need. We've got the plus 25% armored breakthrough and the plus 25% space control, which is all we need to have. And they're just using their militia. We've got 2 generals now on the ground as well. We'll take this one fairly easily, ultimately. Yeah, no real damage done to our forces. I mean, a little bit of damage up through this side. So unfortunately, we did have to attack the planet just to get rid of the enemy troops on the ground there. close now. And this will then give us a big swathe of space. Like, so we're going to end... Whoa, hang on, who's that? Are they coming back in already? Now, this is going to be interesting because this then gives them a bit of dominance. Okay, we need to now get our 7th to come in and support the attack. That's a new transporter. Now, these are... Yeah, they're still okay. They're not very strong. So, well, I mean, it's too late. It's already over and done with. In reality, like they'll challenge us for space control, but there's not enough. All right, so we now have conquered the colony. Dismiss that, and so now we have our troops on the ground. So they're still coming in. This is an opportunity for us to take out these ships. Tech acquired in conquest. So we've got the officer training has gone up a little bit. Dismiss. We don't need any protection from anyone. We are super strong. It's so important to get these sort of ships. Don't tell me they're invading the planet. That may be... Oh no, I think that's one of their missiles. Yeah, I'll assign that one, and yeah, I'll sign that one as well, because we now have other fish to fry, or fairly soon we will. Let's get the 3rd and have a look for other troops that we can now go and pick up. There may be a lot back over in the Pleiades system, I would assume. We may have picked them up already. No, there's a fair few in here. So let's go and grab the 3rd and tell them to go and pick up load troops at DasTeekan Prime. And so we can actually just sit and secure this region. So we've actually now pushed the border all the way back to here. And this is the next one that we want. We could almost just leave that as the Boscaran Empire. That could be sort of like the last refuge, but because this will then give us the Caribbean spice, and this has really been what the war has been about. Or it's not even, it's a war without a war. So we haven't actually gone to war with them. We've sort of got to be careful with what we do with wars. You can see there we're still coming forth, but got to start the fewest wars in the galaxy, and at the moment we're okay. But you know, that's something we have to, like, technically I should have started this one. I should have started 2 wars, both against this Boscaran Empire, if I was being fair. Right, well, so they're still coming through. We'll just get the 7th. Just keep them going after the ships. Come to small craft. So they're heading off. Now, Sham-He is, if we have a look at the actual population, these will assimilate pretty quickly. If we have a look at their happiness, now, angry about the conquest is -12, very high corruption reduces our happiness, and we're concerned about our empire's poor reputation, -9. So this is going to kick in a little bit. In fact, that may be one of the big reasons that we actually had such poor cash flow for a while there. It does impact us. So let's just, but yeah, not as much as I thought it would, to be honest. If we just go back into build new, actually we still can't do this one. Yeah, we can't afford it. We need to have money before we can build a spaceport there. Anyway, that's the old second capital of the hive, or of the Boscarans. Guys, we're out of time. We're out of time, and we're now just rolling forward. I am thinking, like, even though we're not winning the game, I feel like we can't lose now. I am feeling like this really should be the end of the story. I can't think of anything, like still got pirates to get rid of and things like this, but this is just busy work now. We're now so strong. We really are so strong. I don't think anyone can compete with us. There still are end game things like the planet destroyer and the other hive ships and things that will be, potentially in here somewhere, which would actually compete with us. But I think we're done, guys. I think we are done with this series. All it's going to be is now is a ruffle stomp through the rest of the Boscaran territory. We're going to end up with the core of the game. We're going to end up with all of this under our control, which will ultimately then make us the most powerful empire. We can then just go off in any direction we like. Yeah, taking this world is now a formality. We really have smashed it. We have absolutely smashed it. So I think I will leave it here, guys. Look, I'll keep the save game just in case there's enough sort of interest for me to keep this going. But at this point in time, the challenge is now gone. We've done what we had to do with as far as breaking the back of the Boscaran. So yeah, I think we just leave it here. So thanks for watching. I will catch you in another series.